Are there going to be other ways that we could organize sports instead of along a sex binary? So we're going to see in later lectures that um, various proposals have been given about, organizing sports on the basis of weight or height, and this is something that we already do, rather than along boundaries of sex. And there's going to be advantages and disadvantages to each of these approaches. And then relatedly, we might think of, what markers determine whether somebody is a boy or a girl. In our fourth lecture, we're going to think about exactly how people draw this distinction between boys and girls and why it may not be as clear as most people assume. And relatedly, we're going to think about, how should sporting competitions accommodate people who don't fit neatly into either category. And then finally, the last question we're going to think about is, are we saying that people should only ever compete against their own sex, which is a pretty strong claim, or are we making the weaker claim that girls should always have the right to choose to compete just against other girls? And that's a bit of a weaker claim, and it's going to be important to distinguish between which proposal we're actually advocating for. Are we suggesting that sports should always be segregated, or is it merely that girls should always have the option to compete against other girls should they want to, which is a bit of a weaker right. So, as I said, going to be really important to kind of consider how we're going to answer these weaker questions and these nearby questions in order to answer the big question about, what we should do in general.